Industrial Policy of Karnataka. In this essay on industrial sector of Karnataka, we will be learning about the industrial policy implemented in year 2009-2014 by the state government. We will also study various initiatives taken in this program for the development of state industrial sector. Let's begin with the understanding the industrial policy of 2009 to 2014. Karnataka has been pursuing a proactive industrial policy to facilitate and promote a favorable investment climate both for existing and prospective investors. The state's current industrial policy 2009-2014 has been introduced for a period of 5 years with the effect from 1st April 2009. The policy has the major objectives of building a prosperous Karnataka by developing human and natural resources in a systematic, scientific and sustainable manner, creating an additional employment of 1 million with an investment of rupees 30,000 crore in the industrial sector by the end of 2014, creating enabling investment for robust industrial growth and achieving inclusive industrial development in the state, enhancing the contribution of manufacturing sector to the state gross domestic product from the present 17% to 20% in year 2014. What were the strategies of this policy? Classification of the taluks of the state into 4 zones depending on the backwardness of the taluks and also based on broad guidelines of Dr. D.M. Nanjundappa Committee report. Thrust on provision of world-class infrastructural facilities for industries with active participation of private sector or industry. Implementation of Suvarna Karnataka Development Corridor Program SKDCP through length and breadth of the state and develop industries at the potential locations along with the corridor. Development of sector-wise industrial zones for optimal utilization of local natural and human resources so as to minimize migration of people to urban centers. Simplification of land acquisition procedures with emphasis on inclusive development. Safeguarding the socio-economic interests of both farmers and investors while acquisition of land. Preferential treatment for MSME sector enabling to meet global challenges. Attractive employment and performance-linked package of incentives and concessions to attract investments to backward regions and also to provide a leverage to MSME sector. Tailor-made package of incentives to larger projects having wider positive implications on the state's economy to leverage a better edge over other competing states. Additional incentives for entrepreneurs belonging to underprivileged sections of the society to bring them to the mainstream in order to achieve much needed inclusive growth. Focus on skill development in order to enhance the employability of youth, especially women, and also to make ready to employ human resource to the industry. Inculcate entrepreneurial qualities amongst local youth in general and women in particular to motivate them to take up self-employment by extending hand-holding support. Appropriate provisions for the protection of environment and to encourage energy and water conservation measures in industry projects through Go Green strategy. Let's now find out the areas or segments in the industries in which were focused under this policy. They were development of socio-economic zones. The state government realizes the potential of SEZs in driving industrial or economic growth and committed to facilitate exports and expedite establishment of special economic zones in the state. Single point clearance will be given for SEZ proposals before recommending to the Government of India for approval. Attractive fiscal benefits will be offered to developer and unit operating in the SEZ in accordance with the SEZ Act 2005 enacted by Government of India. State government will pronounce an exclusive SEZ policy to support and encourage healthy proliferation of SEZs in the state. Skill development. Emphasis will be given for development of skilled manpower for the use of industry and trade. Focus will be given on skill upgradation and the emerging skill sets while phasing out redundant skills. The state government will promote private sector investments for skill development through a market-driven approach. Entrepreneurship development. Thrust will be given for promotion of self-employment by local youth through proper backup support and facilitation. All efforts will be made to inculcate entrepreneurial qualities amongst youth with a special focus on women entrepreneurs. More thrust will be given to motivate youth belonging to underprivileged sections of the society. SEDOC will take leading roles in these activities. Counseling and hand-holding mechanisms will be strengthened by dovetailing Rajiv Gandhi Udyami Mitra Yojana introduced by the central government. Focus on MSME sector. Price preference of 15% will be allowed for the goods manufactured by MSM manufacturing industrial enterprises located in the state in case of purchases by the government departments and state-owned public sector units. Attractive package of incentives will be offered especially in backward areas to provide competitive edge to the sector. Cluster development approach will be encouraged for development of enterprises in order to harness natural resources and skills concentrated in the respective cluster. There will be made a nodal agency to promote clusters in the state. Special program for encouraging khadi and village industries. Thrust will be given to increase the labor productivity as that is the key to improved returns and greater output, especially in MSMEs. While developing a new industrial areas by KIADB, at least 20% of the developed land will be reserved for MSME sector. Relocation of industries from city centers to outskirts will also be supported suitably. Relevant schemes like Credit Guarantee Fund Trust Scheme, Cluster Development Program for MSMEs, Credit Linked Capital Subsidy Scheme, Technology Upgradation Scheme being operated by Government of India and various promotional schemes of different ministries of Government of India will be suitably dovetailed for the benefit of MSM enterprises. The state proposes to help in the revival of the viable enterprises through a relief package and facilitate smooth exit of unviable one. Boost to the manufacturing sector. Manufacturing is recognized as the main engine for economic growth and creation of wealth. Focus will be given on reducing transaction cost by addressing vital areas like taxation, availability of land and other infrastructure requirements, implementation of regulatory laws dealing with labor, environment, etc. Necessary investment climate will be provided for the growth of manufacturing. Promotion of exports. The state has initiated several measures to promote exports of both primary and manufactured products as also services. It is targeted to double the exports of state. Special incentives will be offered for export-oriented enterprises for enhanced export competitiveness. Key points to remember in this essay are: the state's current Industrial Policy 2009-2014 has been introduced for a period of 5 years with effect from 1st April 2009. The state government realizes the potential of SEZs in driving industrial economic growth and committed to facilitate exports and expedite establishment of special economic zones, that is SEZs, in the state. Emphasis will be given for development of skilled manpower for the use of industry and trade. Focus will be given on skill upgradation in the emerging skill sets while phasing out redundant skills. Thrust will be given for promotion of self-employment by local youth through proper backup support and facilitation. All efforts will be made to inculcate entrepreneurial qualities amongst youth with a special focus on women entrepreneurs. Price preference of 15% will be allowed for the goods manufactured by MSM manufacturing industrial enterprises located in the state in case of purchases by the government departments and state-owned public sector units. Manufacturing is recognized as the main engine for economic growth and creation of wealth. Robust growth of manufacturing sector is necessary for creating overall growth and employment opportunities. Competitiveness and innovation are the key to robust growth of the manufacturing sector. The state has initiated several measures to promote exports of both primary and manufactured products as also services.